All right, now we'll talk about some of the LTOs that are coming out. So we have the Harvest Collection. So I also took pictures in the product display. So I'll probably, if I'm not inserting them here while I'm talking about them, I'll run all the pictures at the end. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, so you'll find out once you watch this video. Midnight Grove is in the Harvest Collection. It's really pretty. It's a pumpkin with the pumpkin lid, the lid on the top. But it's got like a purple. It's like black and kind of like a purple color, like a dark purple color. It's really pretty. Then we have the Country Striped Pumpkin. Gortly Striped Pumpkin? Something like that. It's Striped Pumpkin. It's a stackable one. It's got one on the bottom, one on the top. Two parts of the pumpkin. That's really cool. I think it would look really nice in like a farmhouse kind of setting. Then we have the Bone and Blossom. It's a diffuser and it's got two skulls and looks really cool because the smoke comes out of the top of the skull. It's awesome. I love it. Problem is I have the Haunted House warmer, not the shade, the diffuser shade last year, and I love that too, but I only have one diffuser base. So I want to use my Haunted House this year, but then I really like these skulls too, so maybe I don't think I really want to buy another diffuser. I mean, I could, depends. Maybe if I close up harder, I will, and I could have them kind of on both sides of something. That would be so cool. Or I could either just switch them off every now and then. Put the Haunted House, you know, a couple days, and then put on the skulls other part of the days. I'm not sure, but they're both really, really cool. And then we have a Harvest Collection 3-pack oil, which I don't have. I thought I had this in them somewhere, but I'm not sure. I'll let you know if I come across them. Then we have the Disney Jack Skellington Scentsy Blankie Buddy and the Jack Skellington Scentsy Mini Warmer is new. And then in the Harvest Collection we have a Herbert the Hedgehog Buddy and Jinx the Pumpkin Buddy Clip, cute little pumpkin. And then we have the Beautiful Spirit Darling Decor Ghost, which is right back here behind me. It's really, really cute. It's holding a little boo sign. Where the boo is where you put the scent pack. And then you can like sit it on your couch or wherever. It's not a Scentsy Buddy. It's a Darling Decor item, which means you can just sit it wherever. Then we have the Harvest Collection 5-pack bars, which I just ordered. When did I order that? The first. We have Apple Harvest Dreams, Pumpkin Honey Spice, Moonlight Whisper, Cider and Crimson Berries. I think that's right. I'm zooming in here and I'm not sure. I think that was Cider and Crimson Berries. And then we have Spiced Pecan Creme. Sounds amazing. So excited to get those. And then we have fragrance flowers. They have sunflower fragrance flowers again, and they also have one big fragrance flower. They have the one that's in the jar that's really tall and has a really big sunflower, as opposed to the smaller ones with the little sunflower. It's just the taller jar and a bigger sunflower. Then they have Zombie Punch in the Scentsy Soak, Body Wash, and the Body Cream. So that was out in, I think, was that a Scentsy Club subscriber exclusive item for a while? I think it was. It was in the pods, I think. And a lot of people like that. I have never tried it before, but now they're going to have it in some of the body products. So now we did a partnership with Snoopy Peanuts. So now we can have Peanuts items. So they have a Snoopy's Pumpkin Patch Scentsy Warmer, where Snoopy is laying on top of the pumpkin, and then Woodstock is on his stomach. And then the jack-o'-lantern pumpkin kind of looks a little similar to the Mickey Mouse pumpkin. Of course, doesn't have Mickey Mouse ears on it or anything. It's just a regular pumpkin, but I think it'll probably have that insert, that orange insert that it had in the Mickey Mouse pumpkin one. That part looks similar. Probably give it that orange glow. It'll probably have insert in there. And then they have a bar, Peanuts, but I can't read it. I can't remember the name, but it's a Peanuts bar. I just can't remember the name. And there it is. Snoopy's Autumn Adventure Scentsy bar. That's right. That's also in the Woodstock buddy clip here. I have the little Woodstock buddy clip that we got at the giveaways. That is scented in the Snoopy's Autumn Adventure, and it smells amazing. Brad said he gets gimme candy out of that scent. Well, I kind of agree. There's a little bit of gimme candy sweetness, but then there's also a spiciness to it. I don't know the notes, so can't tell you, but it smells really good. And then they have a Snoopy and Woodstock buddy clip, which Snoopy's on the doghouse and then Woodstock's on his feet. So we have some more warmers. We have some holiday warmers. I think this might be the holiday collection. I can't remember. We have a Nordic pine warmer. So it's kind of a modern. There's a silver one and a green one on those trees. And then we have a glossy green one as well. Then we have Rustic Twinkle. This is really cool. It looks like some of the warmers that they had a couple years ago, I think it was, but it's a little different shaped. It's silver. It's really pretty. I like that Rustic Twinkle. Then we have the Victorian Glow warmers. They're really pretty. Just so shiny and sparkly. It's really nice. They have a silver one and a gold one. Then we have the Snowflake Scentsy Air Quad cover. So the Scentsy Air Quad is down here below, right here. They have a cover that has snowflakes, silver snowflakes on it. So, well, I don't know for sure if it's gonna have a cover. I almost positive it's probably gonna be, you can either buy the whole thing with the base or just get the cover, because if you already have one, you don't need the base, you just need the cover. So I'm pretty sure it'll be the cover, but it's got those silver, sorry, not gold, silver snowflakes on it. It's really, really pretty. Then we have a Nestled in Evergreen warmer, which is a cute little red cardinal, and it has like a little bird's nest around it with like holly and ivy and pine cones and stuff in it, and the little dishes in between, in the little nest, bird's nest, and the red bird is on top of it. Really pretty. We have the Jolly Old Saint Moo, which is a Highland cow warmer. It's got, the Highland cow has a stocking cap on and a little red bow or scarf or bow or whatever. Really cute. Then we have Snoopy again, and this one has Snoopy on top of his doghouse, and there's Christmas lights on it, and there's snow around the doghouse, and there's little Christmas presents down there in front of it. It's really cute. And then they also have a Peanuts bar, and again, I cannot read it. So I can't read the name of it. I might be able to find it here in a minute. I smelled that. I think I smelled that at Primary Green, but I can't. Maybe I didn't. If I did, I can't remember for sure if I did or not. And then we have this buddy here. There's no name here of this buddy, but she's what is it? If I can zoom in, I can't see. It's some character. It looks really familiar, but I can't remember the character. It's a little girl with a dress, and she's got a little round, a bow, red bow, and little round ears. Looks like cinnamon rolls. That's coming out, and then we have the holiday collection. And the holiday collection, okay, before I go to the harvest collection or holiday collection, I forgot that the harvest collection is already on our website, or Consultant's website. If you go under collections and then go to view all collections, it'll say the 2025 harvest collection. So you can see all the items listed in there, and it has the prices of them on there. So they brought back some things, quite a few things at the front here. It says coming soon on all these, of course. I'm trying to see what's new. Where's all the new stuff? A lot of returning stuff at the top. Okay, so we have the Beautiful Spirit Darling Decor Ghost Behind Me. That's $40 for that. The Zombie Punch Body Bundle is $39 for that Scentsy Soak body wash and the lotion. We also have the Sparkling Spice Citrus Clean Bundle for $30, which will have the hand soap, bathroom cleaner, and is that bathroom cleaner? Or is it what is that? A counter clean, dish soap, and a hand soap. Sorry. So that will be in the Sparkling Spice Citrus. Then we had the Harvest Scentsy Bar 5-pack, which is $25, and you get a pumpkin felt bag that they're in, and then the scent notes. So I have the names and the scent notes. So Apple Harvest Dreams, a fantasy of forest apple nestled among falling leaves and autumn spice. That sounds really good. Kind of curious how that's going to be compared to some of the other apple scents we have. Cider and Crimson Berries is pomegranate and ripe strawberry, mulled with clove and tonka bean. Moonlight Whisper is a vanilla bean and sweet bourbon weaves softly through a dark forest of white oak. That sounds nice. Pumpkin Honey Spice is a vanilla honey poured over rich pumpkin with a pinch of cinnamon spice. Yes, please. Then lastly, we have Spiced Pecan Creme, which is sweet cream butter whipped with ground allspice and walnut and a walnut topping. That sounds absolutely amazing. I love allspice. If anything has allspice in it, I almost always love it. So I'm thinking I'm going to love that one because it has allspice in it. So yeah, excited to smell those when they come. And then in the Harvest Collection, we also have Spiced Pecan Creme is in a sunflower fragrance flower, and then the tall one with the big fragrance flower is going to be in Pumpkin Honey Spice, and that's $34, and the regular ones are $18. They have Moonlight Whisper also in the fragrance flower, sunflower, cider and crimson berries, and apple harvest. Then they have a Harvest Scent Circle 5-pack, and that's, you get all 5 scents in the scent circles for $15. I think it's one of each, isn't it? Yeah. So you get 5 scent circles in each of the fragrances for $15. Then we have a Pumpkin Honey Spice in the pods for $10. Oh, here's the oil. The Harvest Oil pack, 3-pack mini oils for $18. We have Bewitched Black Cherry, which is candied black cherry and sugar crystals craft a captivating spell with a touch of gilded amber. Then we have Cursed Cauldron, which is a concoction of bergamot and pumpkin pulp bubble and blend with an infusion of rose water. And then Poison Plum Potion, a tantalizing elixir of phantom plum and clove leaf brewed in haunted woods. Sounds interesting. So that's the oil 3-pack. Then we have Zombie Punch, is going to be in a bar for $6. Disney Jack Skellington Scentsy Mini Warmer is $40. Then we have the Restful Dough Warmer. It's really pretty ceramic little dough warmer, element warmer. It's really pretty. It'll be $55. Then we have that Courtly Striped Pumpkin Warmer. That is $65. Then we have Pods and Crimson, Cider and Crimson Berries, Apple Harvest Dreams. Then we have the Midnight Grove, that purple warmer, pumpkin warmer. It's $60. Then we have Haunting Horizon Warmer, which has got like trees, and then it's like kind of spooky looking, like a purple and kind of purplish and reddish color behind the trees. That's $70. Then we have the Gleaming Grin Warmer. It's a really cute jack-o'-lantern warmer, kind of a sparkly, glittery, not real glittery, but just kind of, I don't know, has like little textured, looks like different textures of like, what do you call that? Like rough, almost mosaic-like a little bit. That's $70. Then we have the Canopy of Color Warmer, which is really pretty. It's really pretty when it's lit up. That's $65. Then we have Brood Hex, Brood Hex Warmer, which has got a little cauldron with the witch's feet sticking out, element warmer. That's $60. And then we have the Darkly Devoted Scentsy Warmer. This warmer is so cool. I saw it in SFR. It has Frankenstein on one side and the Bride of Frankenstein on the other. And I think you have to let that turn it on for a while. It says, it's alive, out of the shadows and into the light. Images of Frankenstein's monster and the Bride of Frankenstein appear as the Scentsy warmer heats up. So when it's not on, their faces won't be showing, but then once you turn it on, it heats up, the faces kind of appear. How cool is that? That is amazing. I cannot wait to get that warmer. That's so cool. It says may take up to 10 minutes for images to fully appear. That is awesome. I cannot wait to get that warmer. Definitely will be getting that. And then we have the Bone and Blossom diffuser shade. You can buy it with the diffuser for $140 or with just a shade for $60. Those two skulls and they light up, their eyes light up and the smoke comes out the top. Definitely want to get that too. Then we have Herbert the Hedgehog Scentsy Buddy and Disney Jack Skellington Scentsy Blanky Buddy, and then the Jinx the Pumpkin Buddy Clip for $25, and the Jack Skellington Blanky Buddy was $30, and the Herbert Hedgehog was $35, in case I didn't say that. And then that Bone and Blossom shade was 60 and it's 140 if you get it without the shade. So that is the Harvest collection there. All right, for the holiday collection, we have the 5-pack bars, and I don't have notes for these. I don't know if there's notes going around. I don't have them with me here anywhere, so I don't have the notes. But the names are Caramel Macadamia Nut, Jingle Bell Blooms, Festive Fruit Punch, Frosted Eucalyptus, and Snowed in Flannel. And they're all new, I believe. So those bars will probably be in a 5-pack. And the holiday collection also has a body bundle of Warm Amber and Plum, clean bundle with Perfect Peppermint, laundry bundles Pistachio Woods, which is kind of weird. I do not know how that Pistachio Woods is going to be in laundry. I like it in the bar. I do really like it. The last time I warmed it in the bar, it was really good. I just don't know about laundry. Not sure about laundry. Then we have the 4 Scentsy candles in the holiday scents. So, it says 4 Scentsy candles in the holiday scents, but there's 5 holiday scents. So I guess one of them won't be in the candle. One of the scents, maybe, I guess. You'd think they would have all 5, but it says 4. And then Gingerbread Minnie Mouse Scentsy Buddy. Okay, and then let's see here. It says early access launch for the holiday collection is October 1st for consultants. Then we have the holiday bricks. So they're back again in the Christmas tree shape. I know some people don't like that, but they brought them back again, the Christmas trees. So we have Maraschino Sugar Cookie. That was just out in the holiday brick. Was it 2 years ago or 3 years ago? It was before they started doing the Christmas tree shapes. That was really popular though. Lots of people love that. And then we have Spiced Grapefruit, which I heard is, all these are returning supposedly. I've never had Spiced Grapefruit, I don't believe. But I think that I've heard it's a good one. Rustic Lodge, so surprised to see that. That is actually in my club. It's really good, so that's cool. That's in a brick. Then we have Toasted Caramel Sugar. I don't think I've had that before. Maybe I have, I can't remember. And then we have Cozy Fireside, which I used to have in my club, but then I warmed it. And then the last time I warmed it, I didn't quite love it as much as I did before, so I took it out of my club. But I'm kind of glad that it's in the bricks, because now I can get a brick and try it again and see if I like it. I didn't hate it or anything. I didn't love it as much as I did before for some reason that last time. So trying to take stuff out of my club to not make it so big. So I did take it out, but I'm sure I'll still like it though when I do the Cozy Fireside. I just took it out of my club because I just on a whim just took it out of there. But I want to try it in the holiday bricks again. Then we have Scents of the Season, which Brad and I just did a first sniffs because we got the bars in the blue velvet bag. We got them as giveaways, so we did our first sniffs. So check that out, and we'll let you know what we think of them on first sniffs. Well, it was actually our second sniffs. We have Cabin Cuddles, Christmas Tree Farm, Sweet Christmas Lily, Sugared Peppermint Flurries, and Cranberry Christmas Cake. Okay, then I have some warmers in here. I'm not sure some of the names on these warmers. Let's see. Oh, this one here. They have the, it's so dark I cannot see that. The Sunburst Warmer, which is really pretty. It's got, it's like a, kind of a little bit of a rectangle design. It's got the sunflower on there, really pretty. I like that. And then we have this warmer. It's kind of like the Sunflower Fields warmer. They had that etching, that lithophane, is that what it's called, design. And then they had it in the Furry Friends warmer, and then the Nativity one last Christmas, and then they also had it in the Sakura warmer from the was it April scent of the month, I think. Now they have it in a cabin. It's got a cabin with trees around it, a little lake in front of it. It's really, really pretty. I think I have to get that because it's such a gorgeous scene on that warmer. Really pretty. Then they have a Toy Story collection to bring them back, and they have some new items. They have the what's this called? I can't remember the name. It's the prize. It's got the clip. It's got the dishes, and it has got the little, what is it, the robot little spaceship thing. I don't remember what it's called, but it's really cute. That's warmer there. And then they have the Gangs All Here bar, and I don't know the notes though. And then they have the little, what is that alien? Is that a certain name for the alien there? The three-eyed alien in Toy Story. Got a buddy clip for that. Then of course they got the Jack Skellington items I already talked about, and they're bringing back the Nightmare Before Christmas Jack's Obsession bar is coming back. And then I talked to you about the Peanuts collection already. Also, they have Disney with that other buddy, that girl buddy with the cinnamon roll looking ears. Whatever her name is, they have a bar also. It's called Disney Warm Gingerbread Wishes. I smelled it there at SFR and it was so good. Such a good gingerbread scent. I can't wait to find out the notes on that. It was just really good and spicy. I can't wait to like get it again and smell it to kind of try to compare it to some other gingerbread bars. But it smelled really good what I smelled. Then they have the Aladdin collection they're bringing back, and they have, I'm not sure what all is new in this. They have the Genie and a Buddy. I don't remember if that's new or if that's returning. And then they have an Aladdin 3 Wishes scent pack with that. And they have the little, what is the name of that monkey in there? I can't remember. They have that. I think that's also a Buddy. Then they have the Genie Lamp Warmer, which I'm pretty sure that's new. So it's just like the Genie Lamp, and you'll take the top off and it'll have the wax in there. It'll be Element Warmer. That's really cool. And then they're bringing also Aladdin 3 Wishes back, which I've never had that before, so I'm excited to try it. Then they have a new Shrek Warmer, which is really cute. It's got Shrek. He's in like a little, kind of looks like a tree stump, like a bottom part of a tree, like the top's been cut off, and he's got like green goo in there he's sitting in. And then it has a little sign next to him that says "Beware Ogre." He's just sitting in that little green thing, little tree stump with green liquid in there, which I'm sure is probably where you'll put the little wax in front of him there. So that's really cute. And they also have a Shrek bar coming out that says, I think it's called Fairy Tale Ogre, I think is what it's called. It's kind of blurry when I zoom in. I didn't smell that though, so excuse me, not sure how that smells. And then we have some different holiday warmers. If I don't insert them here, I'll insert them at the end. I don't know the names of some of them, on all of them anyway. We have a Festive Fruit Punch Fragrance Flower. And then we have Belle Blooms Fragrance Flower and a Snowed In Flannel Fragrance Flower. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it for most of the stuff they showed us for the fall and winter, new stuff. I may have missed a few things, but I went through most of the stuff here anyway. And then just a couple other things. They announced the incentive trip for next year is in Mexico, but where's it? I thought I didn't take a picture of where it is, and I can't remember the name. It's a certain part of Mexico, but I can't remember exactly where in Mexico, but that's the incentive trip. But what's cool about it this year is they switch it to where normally you would have to have points from PRB points, and also you would have to have sponsoring points though. And then if you didn't have those sponsoring points, you couldn't go on the incentive trip because you'd have to have so many of the sponsoring points. But now they changed it to where you don't have to have sponsoring points to go. This time you can just get them all in PRB. You get all your points in PRB and you can go. So that's awesome because Brad and I have always struggled with getting those sponsoring points. We sponsor people, and we have a team of like almost 20. We had a little bit more than a few of them just dropped off because they weren't active in 12 months. But so we had like 23. I think now we're down to like 19 or something like that. We just had a few more people join those, so that's awesome. It's really cool that you don't have to sponsor and get those sponsoring points, but you do still get points for sponsoring though. You get, I think, even more points when you sponsor. So you still want to do that to get points if you can, if you're interested in sponsoring. So also they have level 1 through level 8. So level 1 is a trip for 1, flights not included. That is 30,000 points needed. This is just for consultants, sorry if you're not a consultant. Level 2 is a trip for 1 plus flight credit. You need 38,000 points for that. Level 3 is a trip for 2 plus flight credit. You need 50,000 points. Level 4, trip for 3 plus flight credit. You need 65,000 points. Level 5 is a trip for 4 and flight credit. You need 80,000 points. Level 5 is a trip for 6 plus flight credit, 125,000 points. Level 7 is a trip for 7 plus flight credit. You need 150,000 points. And then last is level 8, trip for 8 and flight credit. And you need 180,000 points for that. So that's really cool that they're doing it that way, and you don't have to get sponsoring points. It's not a mandatory thing. Okay, so to recap a little bit here, I have somebody shared like a little breakdown of what's coming out in the different months. So we have August, we have the Toy Story collection. We don't have dates yet on this, but Toy Story collection will be coming out sometime this month. And Let's Dance Wax collection, they didn't talk about that at SFR, so I'm not sure what that is. It's Let's Dance Wax collection. So that's sometime this month. And then we have the Aladdin collection this month. And then September, we have the Fall 2025 catalog and the Harvest collection with the Nightmare Before Christmas and Universal Monsters, Peanut Scentsy collection with Snoopy's, Pumpkin Patch and Warmer and more, and then the Scentsy candle line in September. In October, we have the Holiday collection and the Scentsy Holiday Bricks. And then to be announced, we have the NFL collection with helmet warmers. So I think they're bringing different ones out this time because they only had a certain amount. Was it 20 last year? Or 15, something like that, 15 or 20 of the helmet warmers, but not all the teams were in there, so they're having different teams I think this year, and I didn't see a Chiefs one, so I don't think that Chiefs and some other teams won't be in there, but I think they're having different ones. And then the Shrek collection with Warmer and Bar is to be announced, and since the Season Wax collection is to be announced later. This Toy Story collection includes Warmer, Mini Warmer, Buzz Lightyear Scentsy Buddy, Woody Scentsy Buddy, Alien Scentsy Buddy Clip, and Toy Story The Gang's All Here fragrance. And the Aladdin collection includes a Genie Lamp Warmer, Genie Scentsy Buddy, a Boo, that's the monkey, a Boo Scentsy Buddy Clip, and 3 Wishes Bar. Then you have the 10 new Fall and Winter fragrances, and then the Harvest collection, which is already on our website. The Universal Monsters and Harvest collection, which is that darkly devoted warmer with Frankenstein and his wife on the back, the Bride of Frankenstein. Yeah. Then the Jack Skellington collection, the Harvest collection, which is the mini warmer, the Blanket Buddy. We have the Peanuts collection I just told you about. The Holiday Snoopy one might be in the Holiday collection, but we're not sure. I think most everything else here I told you about. So the Season, Holiday Bricks, Charitable Cause Warmer. Yeah. I think that's it. I think that's pretty much it for what they told us at SFR. That was a lot. But okay, now I'm just gonna go real quick. Let me take a drink of my water. My LaCroix. I got the, what is it? Blackberry cucumber. It's pretty good. So we'll talk about the end of month live because I did that. I'm just gonna go real quick here. I took some notes because it was actually right after our last session at SFR. It was like that ended at 12 and they did the end of the month live at 1 o'clock Central Time. So we went back to the hotel room and I watched it on my phone and I kind of took notes in our little book we got for a family reunion. So okay, let's see. August with box. I'll talk about that at the end. We have transition month for August, so 10% almost everything except the licensed product with box, charitable cause warmers. Those aren't 10% off, but almost everything else is. For the month of August, let's see, we have Harvest collection early access on the 1st, so this month you can get it, or if you're a consultant. And the $9 join special has been extended, so you can join for $9. It was supposed to end the end of July, but they extended through July. So all I have to pay is $9 to join. It's so worth it because all this fall winter stuff's coming up and it's a great time to be a consultant. So for the $9 join special, you don't get anything sent to you though. You don't get any testers or any catalogs or anything. You have to buy those yourself, but I mean, you don't have to have those at all really. So you can't beat the $9 join special. Let's see, then they said leadership retreat next year is going to be in New York City, Times Square. So if you're a director and above, that's what that's for. Then they have the incentive family trip is in Cadet, Mexico, is I think how you say that. Yeah, and then you don't have to have sponsoring points. You just based on sales or sponsoring points both, but it's not required to have sponsoring points. And then they announced SFR next year where it's going to be. It's going to be in Boise, Idaho next year. So it's real close to where the home office is, and they said you could go and they welcomed you to come and tour the home office while you're there for SFR. That's next year, July 13th through the 16th. Or I think, no, 13th through the 17th, I think, or something like that. Okay, then we have the Wildflowers and Wild Horses collection is available now as of August 1st. And then also the August Scent and Warmer of the Month, which is Huddle Up and First Down. Then they talked about the Toy Story collection. It's the Claw Warmer, which is that claw that I was talking about. Yeah, I already talked about all that. That's sometime this month. We don't know the date exactly. And the Gang's All Here that I talked about, that Toy Story bar and the scent pack, the notes for that, the Gang's All Here, is zesty grapefruit, lemon, lime, and sugared vanilla. So that's that. Then we have the Aladdin collection coming out sometime this month. The Genie Lamp Warmer, I already talked about all that. The Three Wishes bar, which has juicy blackberries, sugar plums, ripe blackberries, and sparkling cranberry. And the Genie Buddy was returning, and as well as the Three Wishes bar. And then coming in September, the Snoopy Buddy Snoopy Pumpkin Warmer with Snoopy on top of it. And the Jack-o'-lantern one with the Snoopy. Yeah. Harvest Collection, I already talked about that. The Zombie Punch bar, you can get early right now if consulted Limit 2, as well as Limit 2 on the Harvest Collection Early Access. And I think that is it, except for the Whiff Box. So if you don't want to know what's in the Whiff Box for August, go ahead and tune out now. Thanks for watching. And here we go. So August Whiff Box is a catalog preview theme. So the first thing they have is a bathroom cleaner in sun-drenched cotton. So that was in the Destinations collection, currently available in the Destinations collection, but it's going to be in the bathroom cleaner for the Whiff Box. And then we have Magnolia Shimmer, which is previously Kindness, like I talked about. It's going to be in the washer whiffs. And also, speaking of washer whiffs, somebody mentioned in one of the groups I'm in that they didn't, in the back of the catalog, it just shows the bigger tub of washer whiffs. It doesn't show the smaller size. So some people are thinking they may not be bringing back the smaller size in the washer whiffs. It may just be the bigger tub, which I'm fine with because I prefer the bigger tub because it lasts longer. So I'm not sure about that. Then we have White Oak and Woodland bar, which is one of the 10 new fall and winter fragrances. And then we have Emerald Pear Blossom, which is also one of the 10 new fall winter fragrances. And then we have the September Scent and Warmer of the Month. So they didn't have the Warmer of the Month for September there with them. They didn't really have much product there with them. And that kind of just barely skimmed over. They were kind of, a lot of stuff was going on when they were talking about the Whiff Box, so they forgot to smell the Frights and Delights or really talk about it. I think some people were smelling it, but they weren't really talking about it. But then I think it was Orville that mentioned the name. So I wrote it down real quick. I said, I think that's Frights and Delights is what he said. That must be the September Scent of the Month because they always put a bar for the next month. And then later after that, they did post on the marketing section on our consultant's workstation the warmer and the bar. And the bar is Frights and Delights. But let me get the scent notes here. Okay, so for Frights and Delights, the description is spooky caramel woods cloak an exquisite elixir of golden rum and maple syrup. And the fragrance family is spice. Top note golden rum, mid note maple syrup, base note is caramel woods. So that sounds really nice. Sounds right up my alley, so I can't wait to smell that. And then the warmer. The warmer is Forsaken Tower. It is really, really cool. Encased in a glass cloche, a glow-in-the-dark finish gives this eerie tower of skulls a ghostly gleam. And it is 8.5 inches tall. It's an Element ceramic warmer. And the price is regularly $85, but it'll be 10% off for September for $76.50. It's a little bit on the pricey side, but it is one of those warmers that has the thing on the front and on the back part. It has that dish that's kind of a rectangle kind of dish. It sits on that back part of it. Kind of similar like the Christmas tree warmer, the retro Christmas tree warmer, that Snow Wine warmer last year, and then they just had another one out that had that same design. What was that? I think it's the mushroom one. The current, well not current, the last month's scent of the month, what is the mushroom one called? I can't remember the name of that one. It had the 3 mushrooms and it had the same base to the back where you put that little dish. Those are really hefty warmers, so I think that's why they're more expensive, but they're really good quality, hefty warmers. And they get really hot too. They're really good performers usually. So that's probably why it's more expensive, but the eyes light up, and then I think it glows in the dark because they show one picture when it's green. The other picture, when it's off, the eyes don't light up, nothing lights up. But then one picture, the eyes light up, and another picture, it's got like a green glow to it. So It's really, really cool. So that'll come out on September 1st, and then of course the bar, room sprays, scent circles, and all that stuff. Pods will be 10% off as well. All right, that is it. That was so much. So thanks for sticking with me. If you stuck with me, this video is probably gonna be over an hour long. But just wanted to do all that, let you know what I found out since SFR. I know a lot of people have already had good videos as well. Elizabeth Scenes of Scent, she's done videos. Robin H, I think Charity Rose did a few videos about all this stuff. So check out their channels and their videos, and they talk about everything they talked about at SFR as well. But yeah, really glad we went in person. Such an experience. If you're a consultant and you've never been to SFR in person, I really would suggest at least once going, because it's just an experience to go and experience all that in person. Everybody was so nice. Everybody on our team was super nice to us, and other people we met. Just so much fun, and I really, really enjoyed it. So definitely would recommend going. All right, so that is it. Like I said, we have the Harvest collection bars coming probably next week sometime, and then also the 10 new fall and winter fragrances. We got those in bar form. We'll be getting those as well, and we'll do our first sniffs and more reviews on those after we get them. All right, so thanks for watching, and we'll see you all in our next video. Bye.